In this video, we are going to find the index of the first occurrence of needle in haystack. Hello, I am Jagan from growwithdata. I am posting this video to share my knowledge in Python language with you. If this assists you in your interview preparation anyways, I will be happy. Let's see the sample input data and we can talk about the question in detail. In this video, we'll explore how to locate a needle within a haystack. The haystack represents the text string. In this case, is hello. While the needle is the substring. In this case, it's L and L, right? Our objective is to identify the first occurrence of the needle within the haystack. If the needle isn't found within the haystack, then the function should return -1. So here, the LL starts with the index position 2. So the return value is 2. So here the needle is blank. So there is no value for needle, so it returns 0. If the needle is not present in the haystack, then you should return -1. So the edge cases are the last two, the 0 and -1. Let's start with our basic function. Function grow with data. The input values are haystack and needle. So for I in range, so when you take the range, you don't have to go and scan the whole string. You can stop till a position where the last position have space to find the length of the input string. If the length of needle is 2, then we stop here. So we can scan to the next character, the 2 characters. If it's going to be like 3, then we have to stop in this character. So it scans 2 more characters. Okay. So the range depends on the length of the needle also. So we just say length of haystack minus the length of needle plus 1, because the range won't consider the last number, right? If we say 0 to 5, we get 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, the 5 don't come. So we just add 1 to it. And we check if haystack, take the subset of the haystack I plus length of needle. Okay, so if I equal to 0, then we take 0 plus the length of needle is 2, right? So we just start with 0 to 2, it get H and E. Okay. Okay, so we just take the subset from the haystack and then we compare with the needle. The subset is equal to the needle subset, then we just return the index. If not, return -1. So take this as our input data and we call the function. It should return 2. Good. If you go with the second test case, it should return 0. Great. When you go with the third test case, it return -1. Awesome. So if you want to explicitly handle this case, if the input is none, right, the needle is none, then it should return 0. Right? So we say if needle, if there is any value in the needle, then you do all this magic, right? If not, just return 0. Okay, so if you run the second case, it just returns 0. So if you want to have more test cases, then we normally use the assert function, right? assert grow with data. We just copy for all the 3 test cases. and oh, we copy till here. Don't do that. Okay, so we close this equal to 2. So we have that multiple test cases tested in one shot. If everything is good, then we just say the test cases pass, right? So it pass all the 3 test cases. Great. Now we saw the normal looping function, right? We just went with the range part of it. Now we are going to talk about 2 Python functions. So what are those functions? The first one is find, the second one is index. We have seen this in our previous videos. We are going to use those functions here. Okay, let's take our ideal scenario. Okay, fine. So here what we are going to do, def grow with data, we have to get the haystack and needle. Okay, so we simply say return haystack dot find needle, and we are going to call the function here, right? So what we do is we just take haystack and we find which index the needle is present. So it just look for it, is present here, so it returns 2. If you set blank, it returns 0, right? Okay, so the next one we said is index. You can copy the same code without pain, and we just say index. So the index function will get the index position of the needle. It both looks the same, right? However, there are some differences between these two. So what is that difference? Let's see. So first test case is ideal scenario, and then if it's blank, you get 0. If it not exist, you get -1. So the find works great. Let's come here. If it's blank, it returns 0. If it's not there, the needle is not in the haystack, then the index will throw a value error, right? That means the value doesn't exist. So find can handle the value error. If the needle is not in the haystack, it just return -1. But index, if it's not there, then it throws the value error. So how will you handle this value error? So here we just checked if condition, right? If needle present. Same way, if you want to handle the error, we just do try and except. Try. So in the try, it will just run the code, except, say exception, return -1. So we just run the code in the try loop. If there is anything happens, it just throws error in the exception, and the exception captures the error, and then it returns 1. You can just say print exception as a thing, as a. So you can just capture the exception, the variable, and you can print that variable. String not found is the error, right? So here you explicitly capture that exception. Okay. So what is the difference between the index and find? So index is substring is not found, it raises a value error. Right? then this can be captured using the try except block. So commonly we use the index when the existence of the substring is expected. Like if the substring always present in the string, then we can use this, or we can have a program that handles the exception. The find part of it, the find function, it returns -1 if the needle is not present in the haystack. So this can be used when you want to check for the presence of the substring and then handle the absence condition without the exception. So it just throws -1 if the needle is not present in the haystack. In that case, we can use the find. If you explicitly want to capture the exception, then you go for the index. Hope you like this video. Thanks for watching.